Hi, this is a quick independent review of the LG Steam 10 kilogram direct drive washing machine. This normally has a plastic cover on. I've taken that off. This is a very good machine, I have to say. I've tested lots of machines like this one and that one and many others. And comparing it to other machines is very it's a solid machine, it's well designed, and it washes really well, and it doesn't faff too much like some machines. So I'll just go over some of the programs. Okay, so first thing, cotton. The cotton wash on this actually only takes around about 2 hours. Some actually are less than that. On this machine you'll notice there's no time displayed. The reason being is that the machine actually weighs the washing for about the first 10-15 seconds, and then it will give you the time, tell you how long the program's going to be, and it's quite variable, this machine. I'll talk about some of the options. So one thing I really like, you've got a 95-degree wash, which is a proper really hot wash. A lot of them only go to about 90 degrees now. You've got cold, 20, 30, and then the normal. Then you've got a full ranges of spins. Unfortunately there isn't a rinse hold if you like to use rinse hold. You've got things like intensive, and if you press and hold you get a pre-wash, and pre-wash is quite good for things like, I don't know, rugby kits, things like that where they've got lots of dirt on them and they need a pre-rinse and then to be washed after that. You just press and hold to get rid of that. You've also got time save. That takes off about, I don't know, half an hour, something like that. So it reduces the cottons wash to about 1 hour and 10. You've also got tub clean, and that will sterilise your drum every so often, because sometimes germs can build up in machines, particularly if you wash often at low temperatures. You've got rinse plus, that adds an extra rinse, and you've got crease care, and the crease care basically adds a bit more water to the rinsing, spins more gently in the interim spins, and fluffs the washing a bit more at the end. It still does allow you actually to continue to do a fast spin, but it does do a bit more fluffing. You've got delay start, and so if you want to start your washing, I don't know, in the future, and a child lock, of course. Add item, that basically when you put the machine on, this light comes on. I don't know if it's very difficult to see, but what it'll do is it allows you, when that light's on, it means you can add extra items. Obviously when the drum gets too hot or the water level's too deep, then you are not able to add any more items. I'll just go through some of the other programs. You've got Cotton's Economy. That's a very long wash actually. That takes about 3, maybe even more hours. Mixed, it's a bit shorter than Cotton's. That with actually time save would be around about 1 hour probably, and that's essentially somewhere between a synthetics wash and a Cotton's wash. It does allow, as you can see, a full spin, but it is just really for, you know, most of your mixed loads. Easy care, now that's slightly odd because it means that it's a very long wash. It's about 3 hours. Even with time save, it's about 2.5 hours. It's interesting they've made that so long. Normally synthetics easy care washes tend to be around about they tend to be a bit shorter than cottons. Duvet, now you can see a time for that. And I'll just show you, for example, if you add intensive, it adds another 20 minutes on. Time save, it won't let me do it on that program. Does it do extra rinse? Yeah, extra rinse there. Allergy care, there are 2 steam programs on this machine, allergy care and baby steam. Basically, I imagine they'd be very good for sterilising clothes and things like that. Maybe quite good for things like if someone's been ill in the house and you want to sterilise towels or sheets or hankies, that sort of thing. It basically tumbles the clothes for about an hour in hot, steamy, in a hot, steamy drum. All the drum steams up. And it does feel quite hot, and then it does a 60-degree wash. You can't actually change the temperature, and then basically it then goes into quite a long wash. So they're quite good. The baby steam care, I believe, does more rinses. I haven't actually tried that program. Sportswear, which is gentleish. Maybe you could use that. Actually, it's an 800 spin. Maybe that's a bit more like a synthetics wash. Gentle care is extremely gentle. You can add some things to it, not much. You can up the temperature. Yeah, not much again. It's, yeah. Basically, it's almost like a woolens wash. It's very, very gentle. It's a shame with this machine it doesn't have a delicates wash, which is somewhere between gentle care and easy care, which is basically just a gentler wash with a gentler spin without being so gentle that it, you know, for woolens they hardly move, you know, the drum hardly moves. Dark wash, stain care, silent, which takes out the interim spins. Then you've got quick wash. Quick wash on this machine is very changeable. So for example, if I up the temperature, it puts a bit more time on. You can up the spin and you can see it gets a bit longer. You can add intensive and you can add rinse, so you can actually have an hour-long wash. So it's very variable, the quick cycle, which I think is really good, and it's great that it allows you to do a full 1400 spin. Many quick washes limit the spin speed, and that's not really great if you want your clothes quickly, because half of doing the washing is actually getting the clothes dry. So it's no good having a machine that does a really super quick wash and then you've got very damp clothes that take ages to dry. You've also got download cycle. There's an app that allows you to download all sorts of programs. I think this is rinse and spin it's got set automatically, but you can download all sorts of cycles, blankets, wool. One thing I'm a bit disappointed with is, and by the way, you get an app for this, and it works with an NFC phone. And I've got Android and it works with that. I'm a bit disappointed with the steam that you can't add steam at the end of the wash. Say for example, I used to have a Hoover machine that had a shirts program, and for the last 20 minutes it tumbled the shirts in steam, which released all the wrinkles and the creasing and things like that. So it's a bit of a shame it doesn't have that, or a refresh program maybe where you don't want to wash something. Maybe higher end LG machines have this, but this machine doesn't. Okay, so here's a quick overview. I'll just show you the drum very quickly. Really good big drum there, and nice deep powder drawer with the pre-wash. So there's a very quick overview of the LG washer. Very, very good machine, and doesn't faff around when it spins either.